Here's a story that you're going to find interesting, no two ways about it. A Fairfield woman spent 7 hours of her day trying to help a goose that was abused and left for dead in a Westchester parking lot.
We want to warn you, some of the images in this story are disturbing. 9 News reporter Bryce Onslinger is live at the Rave Theater on Union Center Boulevard with what's being done to try to find the person responsible. Bryce?
Well, Clyde and Carol, wildlife officials hope that surveillance video from here at the Rave Theater in Westchester will help find the person that put a stick through the neck of that goose. Now, restaurant workers at nearby restaurants say the goose had been here since Monday, and one woman wasn't leaving this parking lot until someone came out to help.
We realize there's numerous geese, but you can't watch her sit there and protect her babies and not help her.
Robin Saraceno wasn't the first person to see this goose in this condition.
She stood up and there's 4 eggs. She's trying to protect them, and that's probably how this ended up happening to her, because she probably didn't move when they did this abuse to her.
But she was the first to do everything she could to try to save its life.
She has her little eggs she's trying to hatch, and we just want someone to help her. We don't know enough. I mean, we've called probably 25 numbers today, and we just desperately want to know if someone could help us save her life.
Saraceno came to Westchester for lunch at 1:30. 7 hours later, she was still in the parking lot when Officer Rick Rogers from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources came to try to catch the goose so it could be taken to a nature center for treatment that Saraceno had offered to pay for. The goose flew away when Rogers tried to catch her. He says she seems strong and will most likely survive. Now his efforts will be to find the person who harmed the goose. And while the goose flew off, still injured, Saraceno is content with how things turned out.
It took us so many hours, but we are so thankful and we feel so grateful that Officer Rogers could come out and that he was willing to do this when he's already off work. And I think he drove all the way from Xenia to Westchester on his own time to try to rescue the goose for us. So we are very, very thankful and appreciative for that.
Now, the goose left 5 eggs when she flew off out of this parking lot. Officer Rogers says she'll most likely re-nest somewhere else. He hopes it's at one of the nearby ponds in this area. If you have any information on who might have hurt that goose, you can call 1-800-POACHER and remain anonymous. And Clyde and Carol, we can only hope that somehow that stick gets out of that goose's neck and everything's okay.
Agreed, Bryce. One villain and a whole lot of heroes in that story. Bryce Onslinger live in Westchester.